Human history is all about people coming together to build bigger and more complex societies. From small tribes to massive kingdoms, and now to global communities. Just 50 years ago, we saw the first photo of Earth from space, reminding us how far we've come as a species. This is Earthrise. It was taken on December 24, 1968 by Apollo 8 astronaut William Anders, and it's one of the most beautiful and important photographs ever taken. Our ability to go even further depends on how well we work together. But to do that, we need tools that help us cooperate on a large scale. Things like language, the internet, and systems that help us divide work. Take a pen, for example. It looks simple, right? But making it involves resources from all over the world. Wood from Canada, graphite from China, and rubber from Southeast Asia. Thousands of people working together, many of whom will never meet. And the tool that makes this global cooperation possible is money. Money is the most powerful tool we have for organizing large-scale cooperation. Money is a magical technology. It's a technology that lets you store and safeguard the value of your labor in a token that you can move easily across time and space. It's a technology that allows us to coordinate the workforce, allocate resources, and cooperate across continents and generations. It truly is a magical technology. Without it, none of the societies we built could have existed. When money breaks, the ability to coordinate and collaborate goes down the drain. People can no longer plan, save, or invest for the future, leading to short-term thinking and a breakdown in cooperation and coordination. Without healthy, reliable money, resources become very difficult to allocate efficiently. Contracts lose meaning, and complex projects fall apart. Society reverts to simpler states when money isn't there to help us coordinate and collaborate at scale. Well, what is complexity in a society? Complexity in a society includes, but is not limited to, number of professions, urbanization, infrastructure, political, economic, and legal systems, information and communication technologies, bureaucracy and administration, education, culture and knowledge, science and medicine, military and defense, and a bunch of other things. When money breaks, all of these things disappear almost entirely, as seen during the fall of the Roman Empire, or they undergo a massive reduction in complexity. Why? Because maintaining them demands an insane level of extraordinary, expensive and intricate cooperation and coordination on a large scale, which can only be sustained by sound money. Strong money sustains growth and ingenuity. Weak money collapses it. Money is the seed for civilization, the root of the kind of society we can build. Fiat currency has served its purpose. It helped sprout the society we live in today. But now it's rotten, and it is dragging us down with it. Fiat currencies don't hold value over time very well. In places with high inflation, like Venezuela, Zimbabwe, Argentina, and Turkey, money loses value so fast that people spend it the moment they get it. You can't save for the future if your money buys one loaf of bread today but only half a loaf tomorrow. Or if it pays your rent today but only half next month. No fiat currency survives inflation. Even the dollar, the pound, and the euro are racing toward collapse. Inflation is 100% fatal, and every fiat currency is subject to its corrosion. While the average lifespan of a fiat currency is just 27 years, the British pound holds the record as the longest living fiat currency, circulating since 1694. Yet, over its lifetime, the pound has lost 99.5% of its original purchasing power. And the rate of that loss is accelerating. It's only a matter of time before the British pound collapses entirely. Weak, highly inflationary money forces society into short-term survival mode. It doesn't allow for long-term planning, and if society is stuck focusing only on survival, we are not going to be thinking about colonizing the solar system. Fiat money also erodes trust in the system. No one wants to work for a currency that banks can create endlessly, at any time, completely for free. What we're witnessing today has played out repeatedly throughout history. A famous example: when the silver content of Rome's denarius was diluted, its value crumbled. As the money broke, so did Rome's societal complexity, and it collapsed into a simpler, agrarian existence. The same thing is happening today. There's a non-trivial risk that the fiat system won't be able to sustain the complexity of modern society for much longer. But now we have a new contender for the foundation of civilization, a new seed for a new world. Bitcoin is the hardest, most secure form of money the world has ever seen, and it can sustain advanced societies and higher order complexity for generations. It's infinitely hard, frictionless, and immortal. Let's break that down. Hardness refers to how expensive it is to make more of something. Well, you can't make more Bitcoin. The supply is fixed at 21 million. So its hardness is, for all intents and purposes, infinite. Frictionless means you can send any amount to anyone, anywhere in the world, instantly, virtually, at no cost, without the risk of censorship. And when I say immortal, I mean two things. First, Bitcoin is final money. It may well be the last form of money we'll ever need. Thousands of years from now, if humanity is still using money, it could very well be Bitcoin. Second, Bitcoin can't be killed. It's not going anywhere. The genie is out of the bottle and it's not going back in. From the options we have today, Bitcoin is the strongest candidate to withstand the test of time. Fiat currencies will continue to lose value as time passes. And let's be honest, the only reason fiat is still in use today is because we're forced to use it. And it's pretty hard not to when it's backed and enforced by the military-industrial complex. You are born into the fiat system, and you're forced to pay taxes in it. Competition in money is heavily penalized by the system. But with Bitcoin, the world has an alternative, an infinitely hard, frictionless, and immortal alternative. As infinitely hard money, Bitcoin can sustain any level of societal complexity. It can take us to a Kardashev Type 1 civilization and beyond. We finally have a tool that allows us to explore our full potential as a species. And we're just at the beginning of an incredible journey. A thought that sometimes gives me vertigo is that you and I, someday, one day, will be the ancients. Someone, somewhere in the future will look back at us the same way that we look at cavemen, and they look at our technology like we look at stone tools or the wheel. Weak fiat currencies are like rubber hammers from Toys R Us. Good luck breaking down walls with it. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is like a sledgehammer of solid iron. It gets the job done. It allows us to coordinate resources, organize labor, and cooperate across time and space in ways that fiat currencies never could. Working with fiat currencies really is like playing civilization at the hardest level. When money fails, society fails. When money breaks, when it can't store value over time, or when it's censored, or when it's too slow to transact, society collapses to the level of complexity that the money can support. And complexity is astronomically incredibly expensive and difficult to sustain. It's expensive, fragile, and precious. And this is one of the many reasons Bitcoin is so important. It gives us the foundation to build a society of unprecedented creativity, freedom, and complexity. If we want to explore the stars, we need hard money, like Bitcoin. Alright guys, if you found this interesting, smash the like button, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. And if you want to help out, please share this video with someone who needs to wake up to what's going on in the world. And let's keep the momentum going. As Bitcoiners, remember that you're not just surviving, you are thriving. And together we are building the future. So thanks for watching. And as always, keep dreaming big and be good to one another. Peace out.
Get your copy of Yoni's book, Abundance Through Scarcity, in the description below.